Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons. What up? I'm Samantha, your DM, and we're gonna get to it. I knew it would get Jacob. I knew it.
What up? I'm Samantha, your DM.
I tried to be so quiet, pulling the bread out. And you failed. There was one crinkle, which is what I thought sparked the whole laugh attack.
You didn't hear what I said?
I was focusing!
Alright, we got Josh playing Dark, we have Dusty playing Clay, and we have Jacob playing Pantheo. We left off returning to Candlekeep and getting their future quests to do things for Candlekeep in order to apply to go into the Inner Sanctum. You guys caught up with a bunch of old NPCs, but you have one you're planning to go meet up with again. You guys had to go take a shit in the mansion, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got what is in front of you, Matrius' study, and when you go to Matrius' study, which you have been sauntering off to the entire time he's been gone, with an extra key, now that you've returned, at least a month later, you open the door and there is a man sitting at his desk reading.
Ooh!
An old man with a big gray beard, and he's kind of bald on top with gray hair at the bottom, and he's wearing big, normal wizard robes.
Hey.
He turns and sees all of you.
Edmar?
Oh, hey, Matrius?
Oh, you're here.
You mind if I just kind of get into Festani's mansion real quick?
Be my guest.
Okay, Pantheo just walks past and goes right to the mansion.
From my understanding, you have made yourselves at home there already.
Hold on. What's the word?
He holds up on the door. What?
What's the word?
Oh, shit, you're right. I don't know.
Scepter. And the door appears, and you go through. He goes, Clay, from Placemer, I have to tell you I have repaid my debt to you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
The curse of your hometown was no big deal, as most of it dissipated after you left.
What?
Yes, there was not much of the curse remaining for me to clear out and dispel. Your family said that much less of the disasters had been occurring, despite the ones your twins create.
But when I went back, it was still cursed.
Well, yes, it was still cursed. And I didn't get there until maybe a 10-day after you left. I stayed for a 10-day and wandered the town and even the outskirts, looking for any detection of curse.
Are you saying? Are you saying are you aware that I left a second time?
Yes, you and I passed each other on the road.
I don't know. I remember anything.
We did. The magical voice in the sky said so. So. Alright, well, since our debt is paid,
Are you blaming the curse on me?
No, I do not know the cause of the...
Why are you checking me out, Matrius?
But now that I am back, Festania's mansion is mine to explore, and I see you welcomed a guest into it. I would like the key back to my study, but of course you can visit at request.
That's a big note for me, dog.
And why is that?
Is Pantheo already in the mansion?
Pantheo walks back out, just kind of like making wiping his hands off on his shirt. Sorry, what's going on now? Feeling better now.
So if we were to enter again upon request, how hard is it to request?
I would just have to be here.
Oh, wait. Does Matrius want the key back?
Yes, he does.
Were you gonna give us a reward for anything? Because can we just keep the key? Like,
The
we
reward-
just want access to Festania's mansion.
The reward was dispelling the curse in Placemer.
But you did not do anything.
No, yeah, you really didn't. So
Yeah,
I think
you
you should
did.
let us keep the key.
I did dispel what was left of the curse, and
What
I
did you do?
traveled for a whole 20 days, which was much worse than dispelling the curse.
That was a thank you for us saving your life.
The other option is to pay a portion of my study fees for your own key to my study.
How much are your study fees? Such an abacus.
I'm thinking.
Don't you dare say no.
You try to take our poop key away?
1 gold a day should do it for the 3 of you.
1 gold a day to not have
For
our
our
poop
food.
snatched.
I assure you I pay much more than that to have this study.
To maintain our key and access to the mansion. How many days are in a month?
30.
I'm gonna pull out 30 gold. First month's ready.
Thank you. Then keep your key.
I look back to the party. I'm not willing to give this up. Of everything. Honestly, I don't know why we just don't live in there, but
Yeah.
And
I refuse to give up our personal bathroom.
Lumiere
End of campaign. We all just
did
live in the
request my
mansion.
help a couple of times, but I just cannot sit and stand that many times at my age. So if you'd be willing to help Lumiere with his chore, that would be great.
It's chore.
Scepter, you may go back in. And he waves you off and goes back to reading.
Yep, cool.
So you guys go into Fistandi's mansion, yes? Which of course I don't want to have the pictures for, that's okay.
So, boss, from what I'm understanding, a stage manager has said that I'm the reason that there was a curse. Well, sorry. Would Clay have caught that? Do I have to roll insight?
Really there was nothing to catch. He wasn't implying that, so if you as the player character want to feel that way, sure.
We're in the mansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Door shut behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make puppy.
You fucking shifted us, man. Like, well, if we make a copy and then enter like we did today, it'll just be a problem again.
We could just not anytime.
Unless there's like another entrance somewhere.
I think there's just one entrance in. Maybe window.
I'm honestly fine paying 30 gold a month. I know it's an exorbitant amount, but I love pooping in the solitude of knowing that some little creep will not get our poop.
I agree.
I think it's worth the sacrifice.
Lumiere! That's hard to say in a Russian accent.
You guys wander.
Lulu.
You go-
Lulu?
Candle.
I forgot his name, and I was thinking of his Prometheus.
Oh, that's funny. You guys wander the mansion and eventually find your way upstairs in the bedrooms where he is relaxing, lounging on one of the fluffy beds, covered in cats. They're all on him.
I suppose he's warm.
He is.
Oh,
Hello, Lumiere. How's it going, man?
Goliath-sized Fire Genasi waves back at you as he's reading a book. He closes it. As you are back. Awesome. I have a request.
What's up?
As you see, I have been training to not harm those around me. First the cats came up and their fur singed, so I've had to control my fire. And from what I've been reading about Genasi in general, they shouldn't have the problems I have.
Oh, shit.
The issue is, I have always been obsessed with the fire that creates me. I have not accepted that I am, just like all of you, all 4 of the elements. So now that I have hopefully balanced my internal ecology, I'm hoping you can stand on the other side of the door with a candle, just in case I'm wrong. I need to practice stepping out of the mansion into Candlekeep until I can hold this form safely.
So, like, what are we supposed to do? Just hold a candle?
Yes, catch me if I fall to the ground,
Okay.
and put me back in here.
Okay.
Into the mansion or into the candle?
Into the mansion.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I feel like that was a valid question.
I think so.
Did you? Anyway, how were your travels? As he's trying to like lift the cats off of him, and some of them are moving back onto him.
Caused a couple natural disasters.
Made a new tiny mountain.
Yeah.
What?
More of a mound.
It was like 500 feet tall.
How? How?
We met a jester who gave us a deck of cards that has uncontrollable magic forces.
I thought we did not want to tell everybody that.
You
Well,
found a
this is
deck of
Lumiere.
many things. I didn't know the deck of many things had cards that created mountains.
Was it? I don't know. If this is the deck of what did he say it was?
I'm pretty sure he called it deck of many items.
He was just like something about a man. He worked at.
He also made.
Yeah, he worked for like in tandem with the Leaf people who were part of the Caravan.
Not a Vistani.
Is that what they were?
I mean, sometimes their magic can be cursed.
Maybe it was.
Did we not meet? There was Vistani in gnome person. No. When we fought dragons.
Typically, halflings or humans.
There was Vistani fighting dragons that happened in the square. Did you hear about that?
No.
There were at least 5, I believe.
Wow.
Hold on, it's Notilius. That was his name. Leferus Notilius.
I
Just
have
a
no
jester
idea.
man, pointed teeth, red eyes.
What did you make a pact with?
What? No, he just offered us free shit, so we took it.
Alright, if you're sure.
He,
Well, if you could help each one of you grab a cat, maybe they won't get off.
Yeah, sure.
I do nothing. I just grabbed Pantheo. I put my arm over his shoulder. There, I have cat.
Haha, very funny. He's trying to stand up. The calicos like jump away. The orange ones just like, what? What is happening?
Sharing the one collective brain cell.
Pantheo just hisses.
I was gonna be like, meow.
And then you guys are reminded at how tall this man is as he walks over to you and also has to duck through the doorways to get out of the mansion.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hi, Clay.
It is very rare
What is?
that I have to look up at somebody.
Well, that's the people I was raised with are this height. So he leads you guys out to the door to do this chore that he's asked. And basically he's asking for you to just catch him as he fails, and he's trying to step as far into Candlekeep as he can. It starts where he walks out a few steps, turns into a candle. And walks out a couple, turns into a candle. And it's just kind of like practicing it over and over again, and eventually you guys are able to get him all the way out into the courtyard.
Wow. See, look at you, Lumiere. You're not a candle.
It's taking extreme concentration.
Is it like trying to hold in a fart that you think might be a dude?
Yeah, actually.
Hold on, let me try something.
And he turns into a
Trying
candle.
to pick him back up, and I take him back to Sage Matrius' office.
Because his initial thought is, exude flame, protect yourself. So you guys practice for a little bit with him, and he greatly appreciates it. He does still have a lot more PTO, so he's just been reading and studying.
I thought you were gonna say PTSD.
Yeah.
But he wastes a couple hours for you guys. Is there anything else you wanted to do on this day before you start passing time until the next caravan when you can do a bunch of trading?
I think choring, just the normal chores that we would have to do.
Can I have the calendar? I'm gonna pick a day for the caravan to show up.
Because I'm fairly sure that us helping Lumiere won't count as our Candlekeep chores.
It's not while he's on PTO, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Also,
Was Yellow Adventure, that was when you guys fought the dragon?
Yes.
Okay, so today is actually the day after that.
Yep.
So if you want to do purple for that day, and then time skip will be pink. So 1, 2, 3. We should do the last day of flame roll. Flame roll 30.
also, sorry.
Yes.
Sabu, I turned the burner down because the soup was boiling.
Still?
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
turned it down to actual low.
Okay, I turned it way down too.
You had it down to 2.
Yeah, I know.
And still a decent amount of heat. Also, there's like not much soup left. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
big Dutch oven, a little bit of soup.
Okay, anyway. Thank you.
There are two things. I'm sorry, Clay, did you say there's not much soup left in the hearth?
We should go get food now.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, we absolutely should. Let's see, Lumiere, let's see if you can eat without turning back into a candle.
Alright.
Do you eat when
He
you
follows you guys into the hearth, and people are astounded to see him. There's applause. Like, everyone's like,
Hey, shh, chill out, fucking A. Cool it, dude.
he puts his hand on your shoulder. It's alright. And it doesn't leave a singe.
Hey.
No burning fur.
Yeah.
I think we just found party member 4.
He could be. But he's a second druid. I don't know if you want another druid.
Until he runs out of PTO.
We're his side gig.
You guys have dinner together with him, and the whole time he's very quiet. He's just listening, sometimes focusing. You guys aren't seeing much of the plague investigators because they are just running around busy. They basically run in, grab food, and run out. And when it's time for bed, and you guys obviously can talk to some other NPCs, but when it's time for bed, he actually gets up to say goodnight to you guys. He's like, well, I'm going to stay in the mansion until I think I can do this in my sleep. But at that point, I'll have to go to the bedroom I've never seen in the inner library. I'll need someone to check on me in the morning, and it won't be able to be you guys. I'll get it figured out.
I'd check maybe Vaki.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get in there with Matreus being in there?
Oh! Yes, I have a key.
I think we gave him our key, actually.
I'm an avowed.
Oh, yeah.
He has a master key.
I can just get it from the desk. Alright. Thank you for your help. I greatly appreciate it. I'll take that candle too, thank you.
Yep.
Takes the candle with him. Because he thinks as long as he's carrying it, he'll fall into it. The issue is then he's just sitting wherever he fell.
Yeah.
Right.
Good job, buddy. Go get her. Smack him on the butt.
He's like,
Great job!
That was a test and you passed.
Honestly, Lumiere, you nailed that.
Does he have a boner?
He's so mad right now, dude. You better run. He's gonna turn into a candle fast.
You
Fire and earth
are learning greatly. Good job.
and blood. And he walks out.
You say blood?
He kind of did it with like a playful anger. But yes, so
Maybe tell him about that 4-element shit.
that you were reading and then you determined you didn't like it.
Yeah.
So the next few days, you guys are reading. The things you are reading about. Pantheo, you're reading about introduction to necromancy.
Yeah, reading about zombones.
Yeah, like ways to identify if someone is a zombie before they're a zombie, and you're seeing the difference between the plague and regular zombification, vampire spawn, like really, and this is really base level stuff, like stuff that a villager could see and read. Clay, you're reading more about dragons. Because Avora kind of suggested maybe you should read about dragons and see if you think you have some draconic feelings inside of you. Do you feel familiar when you read about dragons, reading about Dragonborn, or draconic magic in general? So you've been reading about dragons? And that's a lot of days to read about it, so tell me soon if you don't want that to be your monk subclass.
What if I say no? What's the next one?
What is the next one? What's another one that you were considering? Okay.
Hey, don't worry about it. We can just talk to Withers later.
So so you basically spend a couple days reading about dragons and you feel like it's not for you. So we'll get to that in a second.
Especially because I remember that little brat trying to look for something about the open hand.
And Clay's also a little brat.
Mm-hmm. Clay is an alpha brat.
Alright.
What?
Dork, you're reading the alchemy books that you've gotten recently, the halfling one. You're reading through that, which I've already given you. And what did you say? I thought you said I'm having sex.
No.
I said, would you like a little more to have it? He was like,
Oh, I thought you... I don't know what you said. I'm sorry. Don't ignore me.
Don't ignore you, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Break off, please. Sorry, this is all that's left now.
I thought you said, what are you doing?
No. Do you want some of the last bit? You really want some, don't you?
No, I'm good. So, Clay, you end up going to one of the avowed people that have been helping. And there, there's quite a few. There's, Parmac, who always has her nose in a book. There's, find them. They're listed. There's, what was the irony, the tiefling who was teaching you how to read?
The kid?
I forgot about her.
Yeah. Honestly, Parmac was probably the best choice.
We love Parmac.
So you go up the desk, and
the periwinkle blue one?
Yeah.
Irony.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she's reading, and you come up to the desk, and she's like, to acknowledge she knows you're there.
What's up, Parmac?
Nothing. What about you?
Not a whole lot.
Just reading about necromancy.
Oh, I'm reading about body modification.
Sick.
I'm sorry, did you guys need something? I need to do my job.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's anything about monkeries and in way of the open hands.
Oh, okay. So you don't, okay. She's thinking.
What would you suggest?
We do have some books on the disciplines of the open hand. However, they're few and far between, as typically they're passed down person to person. We might actually have some information on monasteries you could visit, or I have some stories on people visiting those monasteries. They're going to be pretty hidden in the library, so we'll definitely run some errands looking for those for you. We'll get what we can, but it'll probably be one book at a time.
That's fine, I can't read that fast.
Okay.
My sentence became longer because before it was I can't read. Now it's I can't read that fast.
Oh, and you've got the fucking comprehend languages on your head. So, she's
Who forgot about that? This guy.
We had a whole bequeathment ceremony,
No.
dude.
As soon as she said it, I was like, I flashed back to you bestowing the power upon me.
Alright, and then we'll also make sure you get some books on the study of Ki and maybe some psionics on the shape of the soul. You might have to piece together some things without a master to teach you. So yep, she takes out a pencil, not even
Distraction.
I'm gonna write down, damn it. She puts her book away so she can focus on what she's writing. She goes, Clay Tim, Cyrus Flynn, looking for open hand monastery study books. Okay. We'll get them too. We should be able to get you one by the end of the day, but more later.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Actually, if you could take this, she opens her book pack. Take this and go give that to Irony. He can run the errand. So you guys kind of like run out. You like look around. You're like, this is where we find the avowed. Where else would he be?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of wander out into the courtyard and you see Irony actually making his way over. And he's the 15-year-old tiefling, and he's like, yo! How's the studying going, my man?
Slap this kid.
What you got? What you got? What's that? What's that? Is that a love note? For me? You shouldn't have.
I do not believe in his love note.
Are you handing him the note?
Yeah, sorry, I was very confused for a second.
He goes, oh,
I do not like this energy.
You got an errand for me? Alright, I got it. I'll see you eventually. I don't know. We'll see how hard these are to find. I'll go ask Mom.
Did this get a fucking avowed?
Yes.
Yeah, he was born here.
So angry.
He goes, alright, I'm gonna go through the emerald door. Don't follow me. Don't even peek. I'll be watching you.
I just follow him.
He goes to the emerald door, which you guys haven't visited yet. It's on the other side of the quarter-bear from the entrance.
You guys know that zombies are incapable of taking shits?
Oh.
I heard if you jump on one.
Yeah. It's like all of their muscle, like in general, you know, like actual stuff that they do, it just stops when they die. So it's like no shitting and undeath. That's really, really interesting.
Yes, but I heard if you jump on them, it will all come out at the bottom.
Yeah, it's kind of like a, kind of like you know, like those blobs that you jump into in the lake.
So, you guys get to the emerald door, and it genuinely is a big door that looks like it's a giant block of emerald.
Mm-hmm. I just stopped about 10, 20 feet away and just watch him.
Yeah. So, there is a keeper standing at the door in robes of Ogma, just standing and waiting. He looks like a old... It's so funny, because you can't tell if he's a dragonborn or a human. He is so wrinkled. His skin is so dry, it looks like he's scaly like a dragonborn, but then he doesn't have the long snoot or the horns, so you're like, what is he? But this man is standing with his hands together in his robes, watching Irony come forward. He nods politely, lifts one of his hands, and does an arcane knock on the door. You guys see the door, kind of the seal where the doors meet, undoes with a beam of light and very gently cracks open, to which Irony slips through, and you just see the wisp of his tail pull through at the last second.
I try to look past.
It's like, but go and roll perception. And it's dark in there, so...
So, dude. Thanks for opening the door, man.
Fucking A,
for
dude.
real.
Thanks for the view.
He waved,
22.
okay. You see a dark hallway. Wooden floors, stone walls.
That's a 25 DC easily.
So, then the same man waves his hand and does an arcane lock, and the door reseals. The actual emerald seems to meld together, as it is now just one block of emerald. He looks at you with a smile on his face, and his eyes closed from the smile, just barely peering through his eyelashes as he nods to all of you, and waits.
Is the door carved at all?
Yeah, it's carved. It looks like what would, you know, those old Victorian wooden doors that have like the square patterns? That's, yeah. I wonder if I have a picture. Oh, apparently it's only one door, but it's whatever. Do a picture. Boop. There you go. I like two doors better. And I like the wood thing. But there are eyes. There's an eye above the door in the archway staring down at you. There are eyeballs carved into the columns in the door frame, staring at you from either side. And the two statues that are reading, even though they're reading, you can feel their peripheral vision on you. Out of all the places you've been in Candlekeep, this feels the most ominous. This feels the most like you, every step you take is being watched. And each step you take feels slower. Like when you have an adrenaline rush and everything is slow and muffled, that's what this area feels like to you.
This is totally a cult. I leave.
I'm just thinking of the lich going, fall. Just...
So you guys are basically spending 5 days reading, and on that last day of Flame Roll, let's go pick a different music, sorry.
Last day of Flame.
The soup is amazing.
Good, thank you.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
A caravan arrives. You guys see when you wake up, you look out the front doors of the Quarter-Bear, and the number of wagons outside of Candlekeep is massive. It is like an entire town of tents and wagons is set up outside the doors. Mm-hmm. The only ones that have come into Candlekeep to sell are the vendors. And at first this market looks like it's very crowded, very, very massive. But as you get closer, you realize it's because all of, well, half of the people there are Goliaths. The other half are orc. And they're striding around very confidently, strongly, and you feel slight vibrations with every step they take on the Cordover cobblestone. So if you'd like to walk up and be introduced to the caravan, you can. There are a few other people, avowed and seekers, who are perusing the wares. They have set up a circle, so you basically just walk in a circle, viewing each table and tent that has been set up.
Pantheo. I pulled Pantheo away from Clay for a little bit.
Yep.
Would you like to
Clay is just
offload?
I have it on me right now. I would love nothing more to get rid of this jewelry and shit.
Let us find. Would you prefer me to handle?
If you want to take the jewelry, I'll take care of the spell scrolls, because I feel like we have to get rid of the spell scrolls because he's just gonna come for them. I think if anything, he's gonna come for it's the scrolls. I mean, I don't know.
What's your charisma?
Before this conversation went on, Clay was sitting there appreciating the perioptic wound closure that. And he's like, "Wow,
Around my neck.
that is amazing. I hope we never get rid of that."
We probably won't.
You just said you wanted to.
We probably should.
Yeah.
And then you just hear Clay, "No!"
Let us go together. Clay, have fun.
We gotta do cat stuff.
Cat stuff.
That's such a good excuse.
Alright, you do you, and I love you, boys.
Love you too, Clay.
Try to keep eye out for diamonds.
What? Why?
Spell reasons. You don't have to buy, just tell me if you see it. Okay. I believe me and Pantheo are gonna go look for a place to offload some of the things that we have.
Okay,
Even if it takes multiple places.
sure. So as you guys visit these... Sorry, one more second. As you guys visit these caravan stalls, you realize they all have this symbol. All of them have a symbol in their flags that looks like an upside down, like a sun at the top of the sky.
Oh, cool.
You realize that all of them in this caravan are connected. It is not several different entities or businesses. This is a tribe. And Pantheo, you recognize a lot of the druidic practices that they're doing.
Oh, shit.
This is a druidic tribe. As you guys approach, you are actually interrupted by a huge uproar of noise and hoorays. As, in the morning sun, Lumiere takes steps out of the pillars of pedagogy. And all of the Goliaths and orcs who see him slowly turn, raise their hands, and wave. And gently striding over to him is an old Goliath woman, standing taller than him. And she embraces him and hugs him, and he hugs her back and holds her shoulders. And you guys see the embrace of many others who come to see him, and a smaller, like an old orc man who's shorter than the Goliath also comes over.
I think this might be his tribe. Because I'm pretty sure he's a druid too, so like, this must be his tribe. Or else he's just really friendly.
You guys see Lumiere, he sees you and he waves you over. He gestures for you to come over.
Oh, hey Clay.
Hey boys, how's it going?
It's good.
So Lumiere
How
comes,
was your cat stuff?
Still gotta do it, but we saw Lumiere come out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
he calls out to you, he goes, "Friends, come, meet my mother and father."
Oh!
So he turns to the orc man and the Goliath woman, who stand in a way that they're not married in any way.
So,
They're not together. And he goes, "These are my friends. They have helped me be able to stand here in front of you now, as you see." He goes, "We have Dork, the lion man. We have Clay,
the man.
the man, the monk man,
The human.
The human.
and we have Pantheo, the black cat. They have helped me by giving me a place to study and fight. We have squared up, exchanged spells. Remember?
Yeah. What? Why are you looking at me?
Your son is very strong.
She looks at you just in the picture. She looks very angry when her face relaxes. It looks like the frown, and that's just from the age of wrinkles. And she, yes, we Goliaths, we raise them strong. He has to follow in our footsteps no matter how he came to be. Please take care of my son going forward. And as thanks, let us know if you need anything here at the Caravan of the Undersun tribe.
Undersun, cool.
And he goes, let me show you around, let me introduce you to people. So he's gotten really friendly with you guys all of a sudden.
Of course he has.
Something about seeing his parents has made him so happy, something about being able to walk freely, and Candlekeep has made him so happy.
Well,
You guys,
super lovable.
yeah.
Sure reminds me of Sonate.
Not as funny.
Get out of here.
Well, no, I mean just the picture.
Get out of here with your Naruto
Yeah, this is a one-piece house.
shit. Yeah, my boy. And JG.
Of course.
You guys are so funny. He leads you over to a lot of the wares and explains, he goes, yeah, so I appeared in the middle of nowhere, which happened to be right next to where the caravan was passing through. So they picked me up, a little boy of flame and fire, and raised me. The woman you just met is our matriarch, Kalu Kuthea, but Kalu is fine. Kalu is what I call my mother, but truly she is everyone's mother here. And our patriarch, Dimanug, is our orc patriarch. But everyone here is related somehow, and while they're raised in one of the families of artisans, they trade back and forth depending on their whims.
Did you say Dimmadog?
Demonug. Like demon.
Dimmadog.
Hi, I'm Demonug of the Caravan of the Undersun Demonugs.
Thank you.
Owner and sole proprietor.
Thank you.
The Demon Dog Caravan.
Demonug Caravan. It's the Caravan of the Undersun.
Sorry, I'm sorry. These are good names. These are very good names. Clay's just a dipshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just Dusty.
So you guys visit. As he walks you past each area, he explains that each one is a family, but you're realizing it's more of a guild. It's an artisan's guild.
Got it.
It's a part of the tribe where someone will specialize in that resource and build and sell things and collect things for the tribe in that resource. So when you walk past the Undersun Woods, you can see the items that they have for sale if you guys want to take these cards.
First of all, we have some cat stuff to take care of at a jewelry store.
Okay, he goes, alright, let's head over to the Undersun Stonework. They are the ones who do our gems and stoneware. So he takes you over to... I mean, all of the carts really, it's funny, they look different. They have different fabrics, different colors, they have different symbols. It's still the Undersun, but it'll look a little bit different. But you can all tell they're part of the same tribe from just like the way things are woven and the patterns woven into them and like the braid work. And like the way their wagon is carved. It feels like a cohesive movement that you guys are going through. But this table has a lot of stones laying out. Some look like they're not very special, some look very special, and they're in raised boxes and pedestals or in glass cases or even tied up with rope and attached to the legs of the table. So, as you guys approach, there is a family. I mean, it's like it looks like there is a grandmother and grandfather, there's a mother and father, there's children running around, they're all helping, they're all learning, the kids are practicing doing the sales. So when you approach, at first you see a young Goliath lad at the table, peering over the edge, going, "Hello, how may I help you?" And Lumiere gestures to leave you guys there as he takes Clay for a more of a tour. So Pantheo and...
I'm just like, I'm really glad that Lumiere caught on that we needed to do cat stuff here.
Hello there.
Hi!
What is your name?
My name is Bluin.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. He looks at his father behind him, a very, very tall Goliath who is sitting in a chair, so that he can be close to his son and like listen to what's going on. And he just keeps like gesturing, like keep going, and he's just like listening and making sure everything's okay. So Bluin's like, "What can I do for you, sirs?" And he looks back at his dad to see if that was the right pronoun to use, because you're cats, and he looks back at you.
What are you, we have a couple pieces of business, potentially. First being, we have some things that maybe we would potentially like to sell to you, potentially trade.
Please get to the point. Sorry. What do you want to... What items?
You can go ahead. I believe you have items.
I have no idea how much, because I don't know if we ever clarified the necklaces and stuff, because we sold all of the raw stones, right?
I think so.
But
yes.
we still had jewelry items.
Yes.
So I think that's where we would sell these, because I don't think they would buy the spell scrolls.
Correct. You would want to go to the woods, like the papers.
Yeah. So I just start laying out jewelry.
He's like, oh, and he's just like, he like nods at his dad, like, can I? And so he starts like trying to assess their value. He pulls out a couple magnifying glasses.
Like looks skeptically at Doric.
He's looking at everything going on, and the dad is looking over his shoulder at everything. And every once in a while, he looks and he goes, "Can I show my dad this?"
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll hand it to his dad, literally like 2 feet behind him. And his dad looks, does the same test, hands it back to him, and is quiet the whole time. And eventually they start whispering to each other. And the dad goes, "Mm-hmm." And he comes to you with an offer that I don't have right now. I need to look at your actual list to give you an offer.
Once again, I have no idea.
Oh, what did I write? What did I say?
Did you write anything?
Yeah, I gave you guys a list. Is it over in my list of stuff? Hold on.
The list that I have was basically anonymous jewelry stuff, and then the actual spells. Because there was the perioptic wound closure, the spells, and then some anonymous jewelry, if I remember right.
Okay. I don't have it in front of me, so that's fine. I will just make it up, so give me a second.
What? I'm just trying to...
Do you have any papers signifying their sentimental or historical value?
None.
Okay, then, at this time, judging by the quality of the ingredients and the craftsmanship, we can offer you, for all of them, 200 gold.
Look at Doric.
We could also potentially trade for diamond.
I don't know if they'd be willing to sell like that.
Well, it might be...
You have to put some probably gold behind it.
Yes. But, for the...
I mean, hey man, this is your kind of area of expertise. I'm the fucking woods guy. You're the stone guy.
What? Would you buy this? I take the periapt off.
The little kid leans forward and is like, mm-hmm. The dad also kind of overheard what you guys said. He's like, if you need to sell things at other tables, we can give you a voucher, and you can take the total of what we would offer you and trade it for one of the items at one of the tables.
Oh, this is...
We're all one unit here.
This is pretty useful.
Yeah.
So, like, we could give you something, and you could give us a voucher. We could use voucher at another place.
Or you could go sell your other items.
Get voucher there and then come back.
Okay.
Yes.
Or get voucher for that, come back and multiple vouchers.
But this period of wound closure, you would be interested in?
Are those uncommon or rare?
I think it's uncommon.
I'm Googling. Periopt, wound closure.
It was uncommon.
Okay.
There's a wound inside them.
He looks at you. Whispers to little kid. Little kid goes, if you add that to the bundle, we can pay you 350 gold for everything.
This is decent offer. Would you be willing to go to 400?
If we
Yes.
take vouchers?
Yes, 400 gold
Jesus Christ.
in vouchers.
I feel like you're
So
undersold.
350 gold cash, 400 voucher.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the voucher. We can treat ourselves.
So the dad pulls out of like their lockbox. He pulls out this paper that definitely is like super handmade by someone who didn't do it in a factory with like the equipment. It's woven, and you can see there's like chunks of wood and seeds and stuff in it. And he writes 400 gold worth, sold to the Undersun stones. He signs his name, and he hands it. He rips it, so it's got a ripped edge, and he hands it to you. So it's just like a little ripped coupon.
See?
I will hold on to it.
Yeah, take off. Hold on.
Alright, so make sure you guys erase all those things from your inventory. What else? Oh, you guys want to head over to the paper? The woods are the ones you stepped by first, and they're the ones who have all the paper products. From scrolls to fabrics to paper to furniture. They have like the biggest selection of items.
Probably them, yeah.
Okay. So remind me what scrolls you have. Polymorph, teleport.
And fly.
5e scroll prices.
I believe a teleport scroll is rare.
Okay.
Yeah, we have fly, teleportation, and polymorph. And I think that would be everything that we got from Admire.
Okay, so I found a chart. Let's do these one at a time just to make my brain not explode.
This ain't algebra. We don't have to worry about that shit.
Let's do fly first. 5e fly is a level 3 spell, which makes it a uncommon item. Wow, so they're willing to pay 400 gold for it. I rolled very high.
Yes.
Okay, so go
Sell!
erase that right there.
Sell.
I will write that down in our vouchers.
I'm writing sold.
Polymorph. That one's even lower, isn't it? That's like level 4. Fourth level makes it a rare.
Too much money are we receiving right now?
They go and they talk it with each other because it's such a high amount of money that they have to make sure that it's
We'll take it
worth
in vouchers.
They look at you and in vouchers, 3,000 gold.
Holy shit! Oh my god! What the fuck?
And you guys wanted to sell the Periopt. Or sorry, you guys
could
did
go get it back.
sell the Periopt.
Absolute.
3,000? Oh my god!
Pancio does a spit take.
Did you roll
Covers
high?
it just in
Did you
time.
roll high again?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Let her get these
shit!
rolls
Yes,
out
let's-
during
let's-
this
let's,
instead of friggin'
That will be
Combat.
acceptable.
And then teleportation as well, or is that for both of them?
No.
No.
5e teleport.
Teleportation's like a 6th level spell or something. Is it 7th level?
Mm-hmm.
You guys ain't getting rid of that one.
Oh my fucking god! I don't know how we will spend this money.
I don't if we're able to. They might not be.
We
able
honestly
to.
don't even need to spend it all. Like,
Well, we do if they don't have the gold to give us for the vouchers.
Just give Clay a fucking present.
We are going to.
hey man.
For the teleportation, they offer you 5,000 gold.
So in total, 7,400.
So you rolled low on that. How much would it have been if you rolled high?
50,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's how much they could sell it for.
Yeah.
They would offer you lower than that.
Panthea's like a voucher for 7,400 for these 3 scrolls.
Why don't you 7,200 and go with the carryout back?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, you guys are worried about the located
Yeah.
items. Okay.
Yeah.
7,000. Wouldn't it be?
Because it was 5,000, 2,000, and 400.
It was
Oh, it was 3,000. My apologies. It would be 8,400.
Okay.
8,800 total with
Yeah.
carryout and all that stuff.
You guys now have that voucher. I think what we could do is end the episode, and I could give you each one of these sheets,
Oh, jeez,
and then you could
$39.
take.
And spend.
Right, so you guys can look. So basically, what's happening is I have every single stall written here,
Cool.
and then I have all of these item cards divided up into piles based on what stall they go with.
Awesome.
So we can basically, around our D&D setup here, create the market.
Yeah.
I love that.
And go over and buy what we want.
And I didn't think you'd have enough money for rare items. So none of these are rare. Obviously you have enough money for rare items. So if you have some ideas, we can do some investigation rolls and some haggling rolls. Okay?
Clay would like to find out just the value of what these wrist wraps are. Just out of curiosity.
I wouldn't call them common, I would call them uncommon. And 300. If we got you higher value ones later, they'd be worth more.
That's a props.
Yeah, but I gave you those at level 2.
That's
so.
a props, perhapsably.
I go to Doric. This is really struggling, man, because this is really showing. I speak as quietly as possible. I whisper it into his ear.
Okay.
Crime really pays.
Alright, you guys.
Yeah.
So, you're all perusing. We're gonna cut the episode here. We'll come back with what you guys bought. I think that's a good plan. I'm just gonna go over what they all are. The Undersun woods, Undersun stones, Undersun metals, which are gonna be obvious. The Undersun flowers has things like your potions, your health potions, your perfumes, rations. The Undersun flesh is leathers, antlers, bloods, bones, wools, and meat. The Undersun destinies are where you find the things that are like made of multiple items. So like a leather, like an armor that has leather parts, metal parts, gems inlaid in. You know, like if it has multiple families combined, it goes to the Undersun destinies. But we can also, we'll do some more role playing with these characters as well after we figure out your shopping. So.
Oh, sure.
Thank you so much for playing D&D with me. We will see you guys next time downstairs.